I've often been asked about what exercises to do, what activities to do to get taller, and I've always encouraged people, at least over the last few years, to uh, simply, honestly, just do what I did and look at the recommended activities that are out there and pick what you believe will work for you. Um, yeah, and I've also suggested some other things like looking at this, the movements of infants, how they reach and how they stretch and stuff like that. Um, but yeah, so right now, what I'll go ahead and do is just look at some slides here. Okay. Something that I saw when I think I typed grow tall stretches, and I saw different slides, and basically just my whole thing is, what do you feel will stretch the body? I do believe that it's important to do some form of reaching. I call reaching active stretching, and let me see if I can find some reaching on here. Okay. Right here. Now, this includes stretching and reaching. Okay? Yeah. And you're getting a good stretch. And whenever I did this, some people when they do this, they think that maybe it's just helping their back to get longer. But in my mind, it was helping my legs to get longer. Okay, because I could feel the stretch all along my hamstring and up my buttocks to my uh why did I think of the buttocks flyway? Anyway, I do not like every thought that comes through my mind. And some thoughts make me laugh. Even though it makes me laugh, even though, because it's ridiculous. But anyway, yeah, I felt that stretch through my hamstrings, buttocks, up to my lower back area. I would feel that stretch. I would also feel something interesting in my feet. So I just knew I was getting a stretch all down through my shins, up to the tip of my toes. I could feel it. I knew it was stretching me through and through. So I think that that's a good stretch. And earlier on, when I was beginning my grow tall journey, I saw some stretches. This is one of the stretches I saw. I even saw it in video. There were a few videos I watched, and the person in the video, they talked about this stretch. Okay, and it was demonstrated. There was another video I watched. I saw a variation of this stretch. Okay, all right. Oh, what was this? Oh yeah, this is me. I'm just looking. Yeah. All right. What else it say? Yeah. What else is it? Okay. Yeah. All right. So, hanging. You know, come on. We all heard hanging now. Uh, so that is something that I did. I remember when I was first beginning my when I was first doing my grow tall journey, I did toe touches. My first few height increases, I would do. I guess they call it the standing forward bend. I didn't do it like she doing it now. I didn't do it like she doing it, and she's doing it beautifully. I'm sorry, y'all. Look at God. But anyway, yo, I did that. I did more like toe touching, okay? Not all like she doing. Not the wonderful things that she's doing. Now I think my big old self, I think I did try this. And I said, I don't think I'm gonna keep doing this now. Yeah, when I was first beginning my grow tall journey, I tried that. Yeah, I may have saw it in Grow Tall for Idiots or something, and I said, let me see what this is about. And I realized if someone does this for safety, they have to keep their hands flat like that. Now, in the back of my mind, I always have like, there's a certain mindset. And if we ever work together one-on-one, maybe you will experience, you get a better idea of the mindset that I have. But anything that I think is a good stretch, but I don't do, in my mind, that's extra height for me that I can catch. Particularly if it's stretching another part of the body. Okay? So when I look at this particular stretch, it seems to me that she's getting a stretch in her upper back. Now it's all throughout her body, honestly. When I'm looking at it, and it's actually pretty doggone good. That looks like a mighty good stretch. And yeah. And so when I'm looking at this, I'm thinking that this is something I could go back to at some later date. Okay? Get all the millimeters I can with all the things that I may be doing. And then perhaps at some later date, do some other stretches. And then, get all the millimeters I can out of them. And then who knows, maybe I may be able to go back to some of the first stretches. So yeah, anyway. So let me move on. But yeah, this what they call halasana. I tried it and I was like, nah, that ain't for me. That ain't for me. That big old body. That ain't for me. And super cobra stretch. Now, I tried this when I was first starting out. My big old body doing the I didn't look as good as these ladies look as they doing it, but Yeah, I tried that. And eventually, what I would do is I would do that standing up. I call it the standing cobra stretch, and that's how I would do it. But we'll just say it wasn't like a big part of what I did at all. So that's I'm just telling you stuff. This, that don't seem like, when I look at it, it's like, what's that gonna do for me? Now it may do a lot for you. So you do whatever you feel like you need to do. I mean, you know. No, I ain't do none of that. Hopping on one leg. No. I remember trying this mess. But it's like, and I think I remember feeling a stretch like in my calf on up. So it did seem like there were some good things about it. But I don't know. Well, I might have been worried about my blood pressure. It's too much blood pooling in the head. And I probably said, nah, I'm gonna leave that alone. I ain't trying to kill myself now. But yeah. I think I remember trying that. I tried the dry swimming. I tried it. And it was like, nah, I'm not gonna do that. I didn't feel like it's help, but yeah, I just didn't feel like it was helping me. And maybe it could help me, but I'm just saying, at the time, I tried all sorts of things, and if I just feel like I really couldn't picture myself getting taller doing it, it's like, well, I ain't got time for it. Did I do swimming? No. No, sir. No, sir. Oh, no, sir. No, I didn't do none of that swimming now. Okay. So, let's look at here. See this stretch on the far left? Under the word using. Yeah, let's look at all the stretches under the word using. Okay. So I did that first one. I wish I had a pointer. Oh, look, I think I do have a pointer. Is this a pointer? Maybe not. I don't know. Ooh, maybe it is. So, yes. So, this stretch right here. Ooh, look at me. Man, I'm learning that technology, ain't I? Look at me. Ooh, and I can even erase. Ooh, how about that? Oh, boy, Skin Tight Flash done upgraded. Up in here. Okay. I did stretches like this for the most part. At the time, my feet were flat on the ground. I didn't do tiptoeing. I think every now and then I did do tiptoeing with stretches and reaches like this. And this is a reach, really. I would consider this a reach. And I think reaches are important. And so, yeah, I did this, but most of the time my feet were planted firmly on the my feet were firmly on the ground. Every now and then I may have tiptoed. Okay. Now, okay, that's enough of that now. But then we got this one. Toe touch. I already told you I did that. Okay. Alright, now we can erase that. And now. Okay. Okay, so now I see what I gotta do. There we go. All right. I may have tried these, this right here, but that really wasn't for me. That wasn't for me. Uh did I do this one? Not quite. I don't think. I feel like I may have tried something like it. I may have tried it, but I left that alone. I left that mess alone. I do remember trying this mess. That right there. Yeah, this here. I remember trying that. I used to do that when I was a kid, actually. I knew a girl who was like doing ballet dancing, and she introduced me to that, and she was like, "Can you do this?" And I said, "Yeah, I can do it. Move over." And I did it. But as an adult, I realized I was not the same as I was. I left that alone, okay? Now, did I do this? No. Mostly because it got a broke back vibe to it. Yeah, I certain words I'm trying not to say on here. No, I ain't doing that. It don't look right. Ain't gonna do it. Now she can do it. Yeah, she can do it, and I'll be there while she doing it. I'll be there for support. She can lean on me. But no, I left that alone. What about this here? What about this here? I think I tried that. I think I tried it. But I said, I'm going to leave that alone too. I'm going to leave that alone. Oh, what's all this? Kicking? No. I just, that was a mistake, by the way. Yeah, so, but yeah, like I was saying, I left that alone, okay? Well, you see this arrow here. Okay, I left that alone. All right, let's erase. Now, oh yeah. Now, I did a bunch of these now. I didn't necessarily lower my head. Well, yeah. I did stretches like this. Okay? Legs wide apart, going to each leg like that, and then going forward with it. And stretching my hand, it's like in front of my head. Okay? Yeah, kind of like a double-legged forward bend. But instead of going for the toes, just reaching straight in front of me. Yeah. So, yeah. I did this stuff and variations of it, okay? All right. And let me say, I think I did more of stuff like this maybe later on, after I did the half inch in 1 month, maybe. I don't know, y'all. I don't quite remember. But I do know that in my grow tall journeys that this was certainly a feature. Okay. Maybe not in every grow tall journey, but in some of them, yeah. The ones where I did get some height, certainly. I remember doing this a few times. I just picture myself doing that. But I don't think I did it to grow taller. I think I did that like if I ever did sit-ups or something and I just needed to stretch my abs. Maybe that's why I would do that. I just really can't see myself doing that to grow. You know what? I think I may have did that though. Why? Because what I was trying to do was stretch this area. You see? Yeah, let me show you. Let me do a different color. Want green? Let's do green. We'll do green. Or should we do yellow? Let's do yellow. See this? I was trying to stretch that area because in my mind, there may be some height there. I think. Okay? Alright. That may not be totally accurate, but I'm thinking that may have happened. Alright. I remember trying this stuff. Trying some of that just to see what it's all about. And I'm like, well, I don't feel like it's about nothing. Now, it really may be about something. But for me at the time, I just didn't see the use for it. Okay. All right. Did we cover everything? Oh, let's talk about this here. Oh yeah, this Grow Tall for Idiots stuff. I think this was in Grow Tall for Idiots. I think. So first of all, yeah, this here, I wouldn't even have done this stretch, but I saw someone talking about it in a video saying that it's very effective, and that's why I did it. And I would notice that when I incorporated this stretch into my routine, and it's really a reach. It's like a reach and a stretch at the same time. It is, if I were to call it a stretch, I would call it an active stretch, because the body is really engaged. It's like effort is taking place. And again, I may not be using the best words, but this is a stretch like if you really do it intense enough, your body may actually shake in some parts of your body. So anyway, I saw a video where someone was recommending this as one of the best stretches to do. And so I did it. I incorporated that into my routine, and as the millimeters started piling up, I became a believer in it. And this stretch helped me to see the importance of reaching. Like, there's something to this reaching business, this active stretching business. Not just passive stretching, but active, like when muscles are engaged as you try to elongate the body. And I think that really lets your body know you're serious. Because passive is like, it's passive. I'm not saying it's lazy, but muscles aren't really engaged and stuff like this. But when your muscles are engaged and you're putting forth effort, you're like telling your body, hey, I want this and I'm serious. And so, yeah, I think it's something special about that, okay? Yeah. Yeah, yo. Yeah. I'm from New York now. Yeah, yo. All right. This here, I think I tried stuff like this and I didn't know what I was doing. I'm like, well, okay, what am I supposed to do? I just didn't understand the picture. Am I supposed to roll in the bed and I tried to see what that's all about, and I was like, I think I'm gonna just leave that alone. I don't understand what that's all about. So yeah, so I left it alone. This I may have tried it. I may have tried that and scared myself. May have even made a noise like oh, I'm not that good at impersonating myself, but I may have made a noise of fear or at least had a feeling of fear. I said I'm gonna leave that alone. I don't like it. I'm gonna leave that alone. Yeah, big old body. And yeah. Oh, he must have pooed it. We gonna say he pooed it. I didn't mean to do that, but since I did it like that, I'm gonna yeah, okay. Okay, that's fart. It's supposed to be fart, but that look like that should have been rainbow colored anyway. Did I try this? I'm sorry, I ain't me. You have a joke in your head, but it don't it don't end up the way you wanted it to. I tried that a little bit and I said, nah, that's all right. Let me just if I'm gonna do that, I might as well do it on the cycle. On the bike. So nah, I ain't fool with that. But hey, it could work for somebody else. Like a lot of these stretches and reaches and whatnot could work for somebody else. I remember doing this, but yeah, again, I pretty much left that alone. But at one point, I did do neck stretches. I started adding neck stretches to my routine. Not so much when I gained half an inch that month. But I think it came later. I just feel like it might have been 2014 when I started doing neck stretches. That's what's in my head. Maybe late 2013 and 2014. Yeah. Okay. I think I tried this, doing that, and I remember really feeling the stretch. Like right here. Like really, really feeling that stretch. Yeah. All right. So but I didn't do much of that. But yeah, I did that. All right. I remember trying this, but again, not knowing how to read the picture, I just gave up. It's like, okay, now what am I supposed to be doing? So I just started I think I was moving my legs all kinds of ways, trying to figure out what I'm supposed to be doing. And I just really couldn't feel anything. I didn't see the point. And so I let that go. I just didn't know what it was all about. I didn't know. All right. So that's it. That's it, y'all. Look, grow taller up to 4 inches using stretching exercises at home. Yeah. Yeah, buddy. And you may wonder, do I believe that? Do I believe that? In my mind, there's only one way to find out. All right, there's at least one way to find out. Okay? And that's that. That's that. So this video is done. The point. Try things out. You can get input from other people. And look, go for what you know. Track your results. If you're getting results, keep going. If you're not, change up what you're doing. And that's why it's so very important to know how to track your progress. By tracking your progress, you know when you need to switch things up. And the way that I do it, with measuring that morning height, you catch what's going on quickly. You know right away whether you should switch things up. It's a beautiful thing, and I'm grateful for it. And I will say this is just speaking honestly, and I'm not, I'm gonna just shut it up right now. Sometimes it's just best to shut it up. So that's what I'm gonna do. Peace.